Can you tell us something about your album? Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello, Luke.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet you here in sunny Oslo today.
Yes.
20th of April, to have it in history books.
Right?
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I'm really happy to be out.
And it's your first time in Oslo?
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was going to be a bit more gloomy because I'm allergic to the sun. But
Like a
here
vampire?
Here we are. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm also allergic to garlic.
Exactly, so there's something there.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oops. Okay, I have some questions, some from our viewers, and I also should say that last year you were our number one in ESC Norway, so
Thank you.
that's why it's such a pleasure to meet you today.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful, and I definitely felt the support. And I'm not just saying it as a thing to say, but I definitely felt it, and I could feel it even in the arena and from people online. And we just created this amazing community filled with with amazing people. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you so much.
Of course, and I would say that your music is a bit, I have characterized it as a bit avant-garde, you know, like a new kind of pioneering, you know, so it might not apply to everybody in the beginning because it seems
Exactly.
new. So who were the people that you felt connected with this song and this genre and your artistic expression?
Do you think from artists or from the audience? Like, who do I connect with the most?
Artist or audience?
So recently, I've discovered this new genre that I feel so much at home at.
Okay.
It's I was trying to find the BPM of my song online because I didn't remember at the time, and I googled my song, and they gave me the BPM, and they gave me the genre called art pop.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what that was, and I saw so many people whose music I actually really like that kind of are parts of that genre.
Who is some of the artists that you...
Well, the artist is in question. That one is called Sega Bodega. He's an up and coming artist. Up and coming. He's a legend in my books. He's from UK, and he kind of stems from that hyperpop PC music culture. What I understand art pop to be is pop music with a deeper message. So as you said, it's not very easily transferable in 3 minutes on Eurovision, and it's maybe complicated, but it's the genre I really like the most. And I would say that definitely looking through artists on that genre, Lady Gaga comes to mind.
Exactly, that was my first
Yeah,
thought.
it's a different genre than just pop music.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I always felt like I don't belong in the pop world, and how I need to change how I present and then express myself. But no, actually, I love pop music, and it's just that I like to do it kind of my way. I don't know.
Yeah, nice. That's a good answer. And I was about to ask you, who is your inspiration from other artists? Who has been,
I don't have inspiration that you would necessarily think is inspiring to my music. I love death metal bands like Gorgoroth.
Yeah.
I love Edith Piaf from France. I listen to metal and jazz music mostly at home. I vibe with pop music the most, as in my expression. I would say who got me into producing would definitely be Lady Gaga. As I listened to her interviews, being you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. And at the time, culturally, you had just record labels, and it was very difficult for an artist to reach a point of making music without being a part of a record label. And then the technology advanced, and listening to her interviews in the beginning, I was like, okay, I can do it. I can do it. So yeah, definitely that would be the inspo for discipline.
Nice. Thank you. That's also a very good answer. Is there any other favorite artist that you listen a lot to, just around these days?
Bruce Springsteen, David Bowie. Who do I listen to a lot? there's this band, again, Sega Bodega is a part of it, called Kiss Facility. It's like a really new band that I absolutely adore. It's like making me really excited about music, which happens rarely. There's this artist called Tamino, he's Belgian. He does kind of like Jeff Buckley-esque kind of music. So it's really,
Nice.
I don't know, I just listen to loads of things. And then a lot of like chaotic hyperpop music.
Yeah, nice.
Nightcore versions of songs.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, Turkish psychedelic rock.
Yeah,
Actually, that's my favorite genre at the moment.
cool.
I adore it. I can't wait to make music like that.
Nice. Okay, is there any band from there that you would tip?
I think I don't know if I would pronounce the name right, but it's called Altin Gun
Okay.
something.
Okay.
And I discovered them, and I've been to their gig in London, which is why I love London. Is like you can find those obscure bands, and they have a gig there.
Yeah, true.
Like me, I'm there having a gig. So yeah, it's really brilliant. Like I think it's called Antala Rock or something like that.
Nice. Okay, so next question is from a follower, and he asked you if you have any special connection with any special like animal, like a spirit animal that you relate to or connect with.
A pug,
Why
a
a pug?
sloth, every lazy one, a panda. Well, I don't know. I was always fascinated by like.
Yeah, did
But-
you have a favorite animal
Well,
growing up?
the
or-
thing is, like, it's more like mythological. Like, I'm bored of the animals that we have. Some of the animals that I see for the first time are like really weird, like platypus or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like insane that that exists.
Yeah.
And Google has this amazing thing where you can actually see animals like near you. So I'm trying to beat my fear of spiders, like putting large tarantulas on my body. On Google, it's like just artificial. It's like a
Okay.
filter.
So you're doing exposure therapy through.
Yeah, through
Technology.
through technology. I really liked unicorns. I really thought that they were real, to be honest. I
For a
think they're
long time?
I think they're mentioned in the
still?
Bible as well.
Okay.
And I really loved mermaids. There's like half animals, sirens, the bird-like creatures,
Yeah.
centaurs. I think like mermaids are like my favorite creature. But I couldn't choose an animal. Obviously, I had to say lobster.
Yeah.
But I think everybody expects that.
Kind of.
We're bored of the lobster.
And you like, would you let us in on how your creative process works? For example, for this new song, which I was just listening to, which is just great. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came to life?
When is this interview coming out? So I can see, is it coming out today? Is it?
It's up to you if you don't.
No, it doesn't. So it's just about like it's I like playing games with my fans. You know, like I'm a big gamer, and for me, like I don't.
Let's say today then.
Yeah. So basically. The new song, we had a little game the other day about like guessing the title for it on Discord, but on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
It was really funny. I think like my fans, I don't know, I can't say because I don't follow much of the other artists or pop culture, but I don't know if anybody has like more like funnier fans. Like I literally have therapy watching the tweets and like and I always watch things. I wouldn't say I'm chronically online, but I would open it once in a while and like algorithm pushes things that I love and liked, and I just see so many of the jokes that they make and the memes, and I don't know, it's just amazing. And they were the reason that I was brave enough to like announce an album and think about releasing it. It's very difficult and daunting when you're a small artist to release an album, because an album is a serious thing.
Yeah.
And then if it fails, you're a failed kind of album artist.
Yeah.
The EPs are like nobody cares.
Very vulnerable position.
It's
to
very
be in.
vulnerable, but I really like with their help and their love, like I kind of made it happen. And the process came about really quickly. Different genres. The song that you heard today is so much different to any that I've released so far.
Absolutely.
I was joking around that my album is going to sound metal just because I had one song that like, well, I mean, I guess I would say it's kind of club metal-y like the rest of the album. Very inspired by Born This Way. Yeah, it like is a modern day kind of that thing, and I think Born This Way was inspired by fans as well. So this is like to have fans, you know, like it's just the most grateful thing you can be is like to make music that they like. And then I'm really bad at promoting myself, so.
But people are tapping into your energy and what you create, you know, how creative you are, and also I want to, as I did when I was watching you the first time, I was just like, yes, finally somebody that comes with this type of avant-garde art pop, as you say, a little bit more aggressive, I think maybe than the standard pop, but it was just it struck a chord. And I see that a lot of your songs there's an existential theme, or some of your songs at least, that's what I take from it.
Right, that's such a good observation, because like this new song is all about the existential dread. It's
Exactly.
It's about like you know, like when you joke around and like, oh, I'm awake at what cost? And there's so many things that like I don't want to be a downer, but there's so many things that are wrong in this world.
Yeah.
And you know, like when you're thinking about things and while you're making songs, you're kind of listening to what people are saying. I feel like so far my inspiration has been internal, and now it's more of like a conversation because I have fans, and I think like I'm conversing with them and how they're feeling. And the title track called Chainsaws in Paradise for the album was about that, was about like, you know, we're all like striving for like beauty and kindness and beautiful nature, beautiful gardens. But when we get it, being surrounded by so many things that are like wrong, it feels like us as humans don't have the right tools to upkeep it. So the song is about like kind of self-destruction and one of those days, you know. And I feel like I could hear loads of the fans. I just worded it differently. Obviously, I'm not going to use their words and their problems, but I feel like it was a nice kind of concoction of words to kind of represent that feeling.
Nice, that's very nice. And do you have any, my last question for you today is, do you have any favorite philosophers, or do you read philosophy yourself?
What do you think? I'm quite nihilist. I guess that
that's the feeling
Nietzsche,
I get also.
Nietzsche. I was just reading this book called God is Dead and We Have Killed Him. It's like an excerpt from one of his like, and it's so there's a
Good and Evil?
There's a manifest on religion first, and I think like that's one of the reasons I wrote God's Too Cool. You know, like it's just it was inspired by that. That's a really good question. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this interview. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
All the best for you. I'm going to follow your career.
Thank you.
Of course, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All the best for tonight. Can't wait to see you on stage.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,